Over the past decade, Kansas has been a team that has struggled over and over again. We've not really seen them get past 5 wins for several years now, but will that happen in 2019 again, or are they going to make a bowl game for the first time since 2007 or 2008? That's what we're going to be going over today. Kansas' schedule preview. We're going to be going over a few players that this team will be losing, who they're going to be returning, and also we're going to be looking at their schedule for the first time this offseason. Kansas in 2018 went 3-9. Nothing too surprising, I guess we can all say, in 2019 for Kansas. Kansas is definitely a basketball school, but I mean, with Les Miles being in this program now, I believe, even though he's more of an older coach now, I believe that Les Miles will be able to help turn this program around within the next few years. I think Les Miles possibly could lead this team to a bowl game within, let's say, 2 or 3 years. I think you can expect good from him, but not great. I think that if you're expecting 6 or 7 wins consistently in a few years, that is probably what you can expect from Kansas. I don't really see them getting much higher. Maybe an occasional year in there could happen, but they do lose Peyton Bender though, and Stanley will be likely to start. The thing is, yeah, they're losing a lot of players coming into this 2019 season. They also lose Herbert, 3 wide receivers, 2 offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 1 cornerback. Really, for Kansas, it could be another season that they may struggle again. It's going to be hard for Les Miles to be able to turn this program around when you lose so many players and you're not going to have much experience on the field. It'll be interesting to see how they do. But I really think that it'll likely be more or less similar to how 2018 went for the 2019 season. I think 3 to 4 wins is probably what you can expect. Here is what their schedule looks like. For your 3 non-conference games, you got Indiana State, Coastal Carolina. Both are very winnable games there. And then Boston College on the road, which could be more of a tougher game. West Virginia at home, TCU on the road. You got Oklahoma, Texas, Texas Tech, Kansas State, and then you got Oklahoma State, Iowa State, and then Baylor to finish off the season. Should be really interesting to see how this team does. I think for guaranteed wins, I'm just giving them the first 2 games of the season, but definitely I think they'll get a third somewhere in through there. I think that they definitely have potential for a possible upset win as well. It's tough to say which team that they could possibly beat at home. I think really like Baylor. Baylor should be a much better team next season. If they can win that final game against Baylor, I think that'd be a pretty big win for this program going into the 2020 season. Kansas State at home on November 2nd. That's also another game which I think that could be an upset. It could be an upset there. Texas Tech at home. It's possible. It's kind of the same as Kansas State. It's possible, but it's going to be difficult. Oklahoma at home on October 5th. Don't really count on anything there. West Virginia, though, on September 21st. That is very likely going to be their 3rd win, I do believe. So, looking at this, in the first 4 games of the season, they could go 3-1 very easily. Boston College is also winnable, but that's going to be difficult being on the road. So I wouldn't really expect that to be a win. Estimated record-wise, I'm saying 3-9 to 7-5. I consider putting 6-6 at the top, but there is a small chance that they do go 7-5 next season. I think that is still possible. Who knows what Les Miles still has in his sleeve? It'll be interesting to see what happens. Anyway, that is it for Kansas' schedule preview. This is also the last Big 12 preview that I'll be going over. We're going to be going over the Pac-12 next. That is our final conference for the schedule previews. Then it's on to the NFL. So anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Kansas in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys think about this team and with Les Miles. How do you think Les Miles is going to do here? That's another thing that I'm really interested to find out in for this Kansas team. But anyway, that is it for this video once again. Thank you guys all for watching, and stay tuned for more from ASC.